Welcome to Houston Sports Show, brought to you by Smile, Texas. Because experience matters. Here are your hosts, Rachel Von Aranje and Barry Laminack.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to Houston Sports Show. My name is Barry Laminack. That is Rachel Von Aranje. Thank you guys for joining us for another episode of what I like to call the best sports show in the city of Houston. Hands down. It's not even close.
Down.
Now, I got to tell you, before we get into this, we usually talk about your social life and all the fun things you do. I got to go to the UH Cougars basketball game versus Temple. Okay, that's
Aggie.
Yes. Okay. Why wouldn't they? Well, my mom graduated. It's her alma mater. So
alma mater?
That's what we say.
I like that.
We're country in my house. Yeah, but she graduated from there. We had tickets. We went. It was a lot of fun. If you have not been to a Cougars game at the Pitino Center, you got to go. Great time had by all. And I wasn't going to go. I was a little nervous about COVID. So I had my mom hooked me up with this outfit.
Barry.
Yes.
You are so extra. What are you? I thought I liked your mom for a second. She put you in this? She don't love you.
She bought all that.
She don't love you. First of all,
because I told her I wasn't going to go because of COVID, and she was like, "Oh, I got you, fam." And then she bought all of that.
Is that a can of Lysol?
That is, yeah. So, yeah.
And is that a paddle? Are you going to swat the COVID away? Like what? What are you doing, Barry?
That was because the Cougars whooped that tail. Okay,
you're married to a medical professional. Would she say this is up to medical standard? I think not, friend.
No, she didn't. She would be embarrassed if she saw this picture. Now that it's on TV, she's gonna be like.
She's actually filing for a divorce as we speak.
Probably. I miss you so much already. But it was fun though, man. If you get to go a 40-point whooping and cut down the Nats, AAC champs. So congratulations to the University of Houston men's basketball program. A lot of people saying Final Four, at least Elite Eight, right?
I really hope so. Yeah, Elite Eight for sure, because the thing about this team is they're just going to out-hustle you. You will not see another team that is diving on the ground for more balls. Like, they're so fundamentally, I knew you were going to laugh at that. They're so fundamentally sound and well-coached that you can lose a Marcus Sasser and Tremont Mark and still be incredibly competitive. But I wish they didn't have those losses because then I have them in the Final Four for sure.
If they get after you on the offensive rebounds, they're
they
will
out-rebound you.
Defensively, they're going to get after you. Not the best shooting UH team we've seen in the last 4 or 5 years, but they make up for it in so many other ways. And if you're going to play for Kelvin Sampson, you're not going to be loafing. You're going to be getting after it no matter what. So
hit those free throws, guys.
Yeah, there we go. All right, let's get into the show. Let's start with real or fake right now.
It's time for Real or Fake.
They're real and they're spectacular.
It's brought to you by Roka Accor, Houston's Japanese steakhouse.
Welcome into Real or Fake, everyone. I'm Lauren, supporting Red, of course, for my Cougs conference champs. Now let's get into that first Real or Fake. So MLB and the MLBPA were unable to reach a new CBA by the deadline. So Rob Manfred has canceled the first 2 series of the year, and more games, even perhaps months, are in danger of being canceled. And Rachel, we all know you're a big gamer, so Real or Fake here. Out of sight, out of mind, baseball is replaced by Call of Duty as America's pastime.
I kind of already did that a couple years ago, to be honest with you. There's too many games played to begin with in baseball, so throughout the summer, that is my gaming time. That is sanctuary me time. Okay, no, but real talk, baseball, like seriously, we are all okay without you. You really need to get your stuff together. Figure out how quick America moves on from America's pastime. It's not even the pastime anymore.
What? It most certainly is still the pastime of America.
No. No.
Okay, well, first of all, you play video games online and yell at 10-year-olds.
I do.
So why you have no say in any of these adult conversations at this point? Why are you yelling at children?
Okay, nerd. I heard you talking about contracts earlier, nerd.
Okay, that's
what I tell the kids too. I'm like, nerds,
yeah,
lost.
I was gonna say, is that what you yell at the kids?
Yes.
Nerd, you still live with your mom.
Yeah.
I'm 10. It doesn't matter. GG's, I gotta go. Okay, maybe I play a little bit online.
Yeah, I think you do. GG's, I heard that. Only a gamer knows that.
So, rumor has it that the Dolphins want to bring Tom Brady in as a minority owner once they are sure he is really and truly retired. So, Real or Fake, Rachel? A last-ditch effort to finally achieve his goal of turning the Texans into the Patriots of the South, Cal McNair sells the team to Tom Brady.
One can only wish The city of Houston is praying for that to happen, but unfortunately, no, this is fake. Cal's not selling the team, unfortunately, because he's just. But this, when Tom Brady retired, I thought for sure they're going to go out and approach this man to at least coach, do something.
Yeah, ownership.
For the team.
Straight. Tom Brady doesn't want to coach. You saw what happened when Magic Johnson tried to coach, when Michael Jordan tried to coach. It's straight to the owner's box. Even Larry Bird. I mean, you go on and on about the greats that tried to coach. It usually doesn't work out, and Tom Brady is GOAT. I like the ownership role. Heck, I wouldn't mind if he owned the Texans. I really wouldn't. Everybody's eating avocado ice cream and dating supermodels. Let's go!
All right, keeping it with football, and as we know, the NFL Combine is happening this week. So, real or fake to both of you, who on the crew here would have the fastest 40 time?
I think we all know the answer is me.
Our producer
I
answers
think we
me.
all know that I'm probably the logical choice, but I know you guys don't want to say it, so we'll come up with somebody else, right?
No, Barry, you were never the logical choice. I didn't even consider you as part of the question, friend. That's not to say sorry, it's a little soft, you know what I mean? No.
Joey.
It's definitely Lauren. She's the only one of us that works out all the time.
Let's go!
She's done cartwheels on this stage here. Pretty sure that it's Lauren. Then it comes down to me and your friend, and it's not good.
You're not going to include
I got
Devin?
a bad knee, a sciatic, I don't know.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rachel, for
You're
that.
welcome.
Yeah.
Barry,
I could drink a 40 real fast. Does that count?
I got you there.
Oh, now you can beat me
I
in the
got you
40.
there,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. Maybe that'll be our combine.
Let's do some hand size checking, too.
yeah, what would be the
Okay.
Houston Sports Show Combine? That's got to be in there, right?
Folks, we are just getting started and you do not want to miss it, so stick around because right after the break, yours truly is going to bring you the funniest 3 minutes in sports. It's me, Barry on sports, and also Devin and Lauren are going to bring you the most hilariousness videos from the interwebs in Viralicious. Do not miss it. We're back right after this.
Houston Sports Show is brought to you in part by Roka Accor, Houston's Japanese steakhouse.
Roka Accor, Houston's Japanese steakhouse, is a one-of-a-kind experience offering contemporary dining with traditional robatayaki cooking techniques. Roka Accor serves only the highest quality of prime-cut steaks and Japanese wagyu, seafood and vegetables with Japanese-inspired marinades and sauces, all prepared on a robata grill over mesquite charcoal. Welcome to Roka Accor, Houston's Japanese steakhouse.
At Big Star Cadillac, enjoy just $1 down or 1.9% for 72 months on all new 2021 and 2022 Cadillacs, like the new 2022 XT4 Luxury Collection for only $529 a month for 39-month lease with just $1 down. Looking for an Escalade? Big Star Cadillac has 2022 Escalades arriving daily. Gulf Freeway, just 2 minutes south of the Beltway.
Shop smarter when you shop at Big Star. Shop BigStarCadillac.com.
All right, welcome back into Houston Sports Show. I'm already laughing. It's the funniest 3 minutes in sports. Let's send it over to the sports desk with Barry Laminack for Barry on Sports.
Now it's time for Barry on Sports with Barry Laminack.
I'm Barry Laminack, and this isn't what happened in sports this week. Let's start in the NBA, where in his first start as a Philadelphia 76er, James Harden was spotted falling on the sidelines while trying to remove a cushion from his chair. And that's surprising since Harden usually waits until the playoffs to fall on his ass. From the world of the NFL, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers announced the return of the Bucco Bruce mascot and their old creamsicle uniforms. And now that Tom Brady is retired, also making a return to Tampa, losing. Arizona Cardinals head coach Kliff Kingsbury received a contract extension this week, and Cardinals fans now await anxiously to see if Kyler Murray's negotiations are successful or maybe if they come up a little short. That's all right. Former Browns head coach Hugh Jackson caught some heat this week after it was revealed his charitable foundation gave over 80% of the money it received to one employee instead of the charitable causes. But let's keep things in perspective here, folks. 80% loss rate, that's actually pretty good for Jackson. So In MLB news, MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred announced the first 2 series of the regular season will be canceled due to the lockout. Even though it looks bleak, fans are hoping they can keep their original game day plans of napping for 3 hours. In this fight of millionaires versus billionaires, I think we can all agree the real loser here is the luxury car dealerships across America. Seriously though, it's like watching a group of Karens argue with a group of anti-vaxxers. I'm not really sure who to root for here. Red Sox minor leaguer Brett Netzer was released by the team after a series of racist and homophobic tweets, including one where he admitted he was racist. It sounds like old Brett here would rather play for the White Sox. In other sports news, according to new reports, the University of Maryland's basketball team is heavily pursuing Rick Pitino as head coach, even though he hasn't really showed that much interest in the program. And that's kind of surprising since normally it's Pitino making the unwanted advances. A week after calling Phil Mickelson sad, egotistical, and ignorant, Rory McIlroy now says Mickelson is a great ambassador for the game of golf. I see what's going on here. You can't fool me, Rory. Guys, this is just a clever marketing ploy by Rory McIlroy because he's sponsored by flip-flops and the Waffle House. College basketball fans are excited for another year of March Madness. Unfortunately, some folks out there are taking the name a little bit too literal. Due to its invasion of the Ukraine, Russia has been banned from multiple international sports. Reports are that the Russians are now just scrambling to figure out what to do with all those performance-enhancing drugs. NASCAR owner Richard Childress announced recently that he is donating 1 million rounds of ammunition to Ukraine in their war against Russia, and that's enough firepower for like 4 backyard barbecues in Alabama. And finally, Floyd Mayweather Jr. was spotted at a Miami Heat game wearing what looks like all his necklaces. Those chains are like way bigger than he is. Dude looks like Mr. Teacup. A pity the fool that makes me read. I'm Barry Laminack. That's not what happened in sports this week.
If it's hot and happening, it's viralicious.
Jovan Novak, he plays for the Spanish League Division I, I believe. And look at this jump. It's a little different. It's a little on one foot.
Well, you know, they say Steph Curry is making, young kids shoot all kinds of crazy threes and step back, whatever.
Whoa.
I think this is Dirk Nowitzki's lasting influence on the continent of Europe. Dirk, what have you done to the game?
But I don't really see. I mean, it's a little unique, it's a little different, kind of like Craig Kimball's pitch. Like, he's now with the White Sox doing that. But I don't see what's wrong with one leg.
I mean, it's kind of a joke, but I mean, how it's kind of hard to do anything. Like, I have no balance. All right, guys, let's go to the next one here. We've got PFL, Professional Fighters League, Mark Martin taking some nasty hits to the face, and look what happens to his eye.
Oh. I know. I can't even see. I know he can't, but I can't even see that.
I can see it pretty well. And this reminds me of if there's I'm wondering if there's any spinach laying around. Some big guns maybe, because this is Popeye 101 Reboot 2022 edition. This is fantastic.
You did not, but I see what you did there. All right.
I imagine that probably hurt pretty bad. So go check up with the doctors.
Ooh, Cotton Eye Joe. Okay, let's move on to this one because our producer of the show just decided to throw this viralicious in there. He thought it might be funny. Baseball player flipping a bat in college, and some people aren't too happy about it, but thanks, Jerome.
I mean, yeah, instead of a funny clip, let's just be angry and upset. Okay, boomer at this child who just hit a home run and just kind of tossed the bat away. I mean, it wasn't that bad. He walked a little bit maybe, but he jogged the rest of the bases. Like 95% sportsmanship.
Some people are just too touchy. Jerome, good try, good job.
Okay, boomer.
Coming up after the break, you're crazy if you miss it because Rachel is going to bring you the juice, and it is loose and juicy. What? And then her and I are going to sit down and we're going to talk about the Russian conflict and what on earth does that have to do with Russian hockey players. Don't miss it, all that and more right now, right after the break.
Houston Sports Show is brought to you in part by Big Star Cadillac.
Find your next luxury pre-owned vehicle at Big Star Cadillac. Experience a fine collection of low-mileage, late-model vehicles of all makes at Big Star Cadillac. Buy with the confidence of a thorough inspection, meticulous reconditioning, and certification process. Plus, Big Star Cadillac wants to pay you top dollar for your car today. Gulf Freeway just 2 minutes south of the Beltway.
Shop smarter when you shop at Big Star. Shop BigStarCadillac.com.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Remember the best planned 90 minutes of your life? Or that surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
All right, and welcome to another edition of He Said, She Said, which normally I have a topic to throw out, but Rach over here, you got something on your mind, don't you? You're pretty upset about something, so I just figured maybe I'll do a little counseling here for you. What's on your mind, Rach?
You better bring your pen, pad, note paper. There's a lot to unpack here if you really want to get, do a deep dive into my psyche. No, but real talk. Okay. It is really bothering me lately. Not to get political or anything like that, but I don't understand this notion, this idea that I keep seeing floating around out there in real newspaper articles trying to convince us to cancel Russian players' contracts in hockey. You're seeing teams come out and say that they will not play against Russian teams in the World Cup. I don't understand the Alex Ovechkin with the Washington Capitals. He's lost sponsorship because he's from Russia. I don't understand why we think that it's okay to punish athletes for what their president is doing back home. Make it make sense, Barry. Make it make sense.
Okay, so there's this thing called freedom, and we love it. USA! USA! All right, now look, the thing is, my understanding of this, and to help you make it make sense, is that you can punish the oligarchs, that's the buzzword now. You can punish Vladimir Putin, but if you punish the people, then that's how you get real change established in a country that's ruled by a Vladimir Putin. So if you get enough people upset, then you can inspire change from the ground up. Does that help at all?
No, it doesn't help because this is Russia. I don't think they care. But from what I've heard, by all accounts, I don't think Russia cares. This is not how you get Vlad to...
Was your daddy Russian? Is that the problem here? Do you have daddy issues?
I do, and I really like Russian dressing, and I'm scared that's going to get canceled next.
We're not even hurrying this segment because we don't want to be Russian. So we're going to take our time.
I see what you did there.
All right, professional comedian. All right, well, that is Make It Make Sense with Rachel's sad emotions. I don't know.
USA! Right. USA!
Okay, we didn't do that right.
Now it's time for The Juice with Game Day OJ, aka Put Your Money Where Rachel's Mouth Is.
Welcome back to The Juice. You already know it's the best sports betting segment you'll ever see on this show. And the last time I was here with you in the flesh, I took you down the All-Star MVP rabbit hole, and I told you that Steph Curry at plus 700 odds was going to win All-Star MVP, and sure enough, from my lips to God's ears, that bet cashed. Steph won his first All-Star MVP. So, you ready to fall down that rabbit hole again with me? Yeah, I think you are. Except this time, we're gonna figure out who wins league MVP this year. Let's go, this is The Juice. Okay, so here's the odds for all the MVP hopefuls. Above my head, beside me, I don't know. Let's go ahead and eliminate a bunch of guys right off the top. LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Luka Doncic. You can all kick rocks. I really don't even think I need to explain this to you. Bye-bye, guys. While James Harden might end up being the MVP of Philadelphia, I don't see a world where he wins MVP this season. Too many struggles both on and off the court in Brooklyn. Just not a good look. A lot of people don't like the way that he plays, so you're out of here, Harden. Bye. Now, Devin Booker, absolutely a good dark horse candidate to win this award, especially with how good he's been playing in the wake of the Chris Paul injury. But for some reason, there's never enough hype around the Suns team despite leading the Western Conference. That's the media's fault. And guess who votes on this award? The media. So bye-bye, Booker. All right, so not long ago, Steph Curry, he was the favorite to win this award at plus 300. But in less than a month, he slid all the way down to plus 2,000. Look, Vegas knows what's up. Bye-bye, Curry. So then there were 5. Embiid, Nikola Jokic, Giannis, Ja Morant, and DeMar DeRozan. Now look, I have Giannis fatigue, and I'm guessing I'm probably not the only one, so bye-bye, Giannis, you're out of here. And Jokic, the Joker, he's deserving as anyone else. But I am not giving it to a center 2 years in a row. Not in today's NBA. Bye-bye, Joker. Now, Joel Embiid, he's playing out of his mind this season. Can't believe I'm saying that. I'm not his biggest fan. But a lot of people who just started watching 76ers games are going to subconsciously attribute what he's doing to James Harden's arrival. It's not fair, it's not the truth, but it's what's going to happen. Plus, I just told you I'm not giving this award to a center again this year, especially one who's as injury prone as Joel Embiid. Now, if April comes and Embiid's still leading the league in scoring, I reserve the right to readdress this matter because he'd be the first center to do it since Shaq. Okay, and Shaq won the award that year, so you see what I'm doing? But Harden is there now, so I don't think this is gonna happen. They gotta share the ball. Bye-bye, Embiid, get out of here. Now, I absolutely love DeMar DeRozan. I almost picked him to win this award. But I have Ja Morant winning this year's MVP because it is the year of Ja. It is his year. He is a human highlight reel. He's turned the Memphis Grizzlies into appointment TV. He's the face of the league right now. He's got the energy, the consistency, that box office appeal, the je ne sais quoi on both sides of the floor. And because the Grizzlies have the league's second easiest remaining schedule, I fully expect Ja to keep balling out. So give this man his trophy and give us the cash. That's plus 1,300 odds. Ja Morant is your 2022 NBA MVP, and this was the juice. And by the way, check out a few more of my favorite leans for this week.
If you think Houston's sports show is fun on TV, wait until you hear it on the radio. Join us every Sunday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on ESPN 97.5.
Houston Sports Show is brought to you in part by Roka Accor, Houston's Japanese steakhouse.
Roka Accor, Houston's Japanese steakhouse, is a one-of-a-kind experience offering contemporary dining with traditional robatayaki cooking techniques. Roka Accor serves only the highest quality of prime-cut steaks and Japanese wagyu, seafood and vegetables with Japanese-inspired marinades and sauces, all prepared on a robata grill over mesquite charcoal. Welcome to Roka Accor, Houston's Japanese steakhouse.
At Big Star Cadillac, enjoy just $1 down or 1.9% for 72 months on all new 2021 and 2022 Cadillacs, like the new 2022 XT4 Luxury Collection for only $529 a month for 39-month lease with just $1 down. Looking for an Escalade? Big Star Cadillac has 2022 Escalades arriving daily. Gulf Freeway, just 2 minutes south of the Beltway.
Shop smarter when you shop at Big Star. Shop BigStarCadillac.com.
All right, folks, that does it. Another edition of Houston Sports Show in the books, man. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We really appreciate you joining us every single Saturday right here on CW39. Before we bounce, though, Rach, it is combine season. That means the draft is around the corner.
Yes.
Anything you're looking for in particular out of the Houston Texans in the draft? Anything you want to see them go after, or anybody?
I wish I had an answer. I mean, I guess if you are dead set on wanting them to take a quarterback, I like Baby Hands Pickett. I liked him in college ever since he did the fake slide. When he was doing that, yeah. I loved that. That's whenever I fell in love with him. I'm like, that dude, that guy's cool, coming up with new ideas. But other than that, I really like for the team to just trade back. Don't get rid of first-round draft pick. Just get a couple more. Yeah. We need him. Haven't had him in a long time.
Well, when you have as many holes as this team has, it doesn't matter at this point. Just go get some warm bodies that are better than the bodies you have at this point. So I don't think you could pinpoint. I mean, obviously they're going to need a quarterback. Obviously they need some other things, but maybe Davis Mills is their guy. I don't know.
Mills Mafia.
That's the thing is like you could pick any position, including having the quarterback with Davis Mills, and I'd be happy with an upgrade. So
they draft a new owner.
Oh, man.
Wouldn't that be fun?
You are, oh, yes.
Yeah.
We need to make this happen,
I'm thinking.
Folks. You heard it here first. Yep. Genius Rachel, let's draft new owners. I'm in on that. Hey, we hope you're in on this show every single Saturday right here on CW39. We do it at 10 o'clock, and we will see you guys next week.
Houston Sports Show is brought to you in part by Smile Texas, because experience matters.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Remember the best planned 90 minutes of your life? Or that surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Find your next luxury pre-owned vehicle at Big Star Cadillac. Experience a fine collection of low-mileage, late-model vehicles of all makes at Big Star Cadillac. Buy with the confidence of a thorough inspection, meticulous reconditioning, and certification process. Plus, Big Star Cadillac wants to pay you top dollar for your car today. Gulf Freeway, just 2 minutes south of the Beltway.
Shop smarter when you shop at Big Star. Shop BigStarCadillac.com.